Clippers blew out the Blazers 133-116 last night, and we got our first look at DeMarcus Cousins after signing a 10-day contract with LA. The veteran big man finished with 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists in limited minutes. And Paul George was quick to heap praise on Cousins' performance, saying, quote, "He's still one of the most skilled bigs in the league. He can finish, he rebounds. I thought you saw a little bit of everything from him tonight, and he showed he's still got a lot left to give." Meanwhile, George scored 22 in the first quarter, and the team also got contributions from the return of Patrick Beverley and the recently acquired Rajon Rondo as well. So, Shannon, listen up. How much more did the Clippers scare you now than they did last year?
So I'm supposed to be afraid? Hold on. Now, this is what Skip... Now, you know, I'm not the basketball aficionado that Skip Bayless says. He's been covering this game and been all around the world writing about it. He told me, like, meaningless games on a Tuesday in April or March or January, February, December, they don't mean nothing. That's what you tell me all the time. Oh, you talking about a meaningless game on a Tuesday? Huh. It means nothing. That's what you told me.
Wait. Is it my turn?
No. Okay. So that's what you told me. So now all of a sudden, now all I can remember, I just keep playing this over and over in my head. I just see Paul George shooting a 3 and hitting the side of a backboard. That's all I see. I wake up like, oh, did that really happen? And it happened.
Wait, you mean the same Paul George who scored 22 in the first quarter last night?
Hold on.
How many humans can do that?
Let me ask you a question. So does he call himself regular season P or playoff P?
We saw playoff P last night.
No, we did. No. Yeah. The last time in the playoffs, we saw P-E-E.
Okay, I'll give you that, but there was no Rajon Rondo,
oh my God,
who is slowly but surely taking over my Clippers, just what Dr. Freud or Dr. Phil or Dr. Dre ordered for my Clippers. You know it, and I know it. So yesterday I read Lakers ad Ben McLemore.
Oh, yeah, Ben. What would we do with Ben? What will we do with Ben? Okay.
And we had the boogeyman. We got DeMarcus Cousins, and he comes in and just dominates for 7 minutes and 37 seconds and looks like every bit of DeMarcus All-Star Cousins. And guess what? Patrick Beverley was finally back last night. And can we see what he was doing to Dame? He just put a number on Dame.
That was blitzing it.
Dame, look at this. He just face guarded Dame all over. Just took him out of everything that he wanted to do. Just psychologically destroyed him into a 2 of 14 performance. And then guess what he does? We're going to see it in just a second. He's going to steal the ball here. He's just all over poor Dame. Poor Dame. I felt sorry for him. Here we go. Here's the little pit bull steal. And watch this. Watch this. What's he going to do? Oh, I'm going to go to the corner. I'm going to shoot a 3 right in your face. That's what Pat Bev does. They had Lawrence Frank on the Clippers telecast last night, and he's saying he is the heartbeat of our team. He is, and he was finally back.
Hold on, wasn't he in the bubble last year? They had the heartbeat last year. What happened?
You know what happened. They didn't want to be in the bubble.
Well, he the heartbeat.
He was in and out.
Well, y'all need to have a John Q moment. Y'all need to have a change of heart.
Is Kawhi Leonard entering the MVP discussion?
No.
Because all he had last night was 29, 12, and 7. Led them with 7 assists just because Rondo is just now getting his feet wet. We got Big Zoo. We got Ibaka still out. He's still out with a back injury. If he comes back, this will be by far the deepest team in pro basketball. You are getting scared.
You were the deepest team in basketball last year. What to get you?
Not like this. Not like this.
See, all that talking. See, all you do is talking. I'm just buying my time.
I'm showing. I'm not telling. I'm showing.
Health is the only thing that's stopping us. Once we get old Goat, Baby Goat, and Big Drum back.
Difference maker?
Hey, he might be a Drum Shack.
Okay.
He might be
Drum Shack. Okay. Well, how's he going to deal with Big Zoo, Andy Baca, and DeMarcus Cousins?
Shaquille Drummond got it. I just need Shaq to put a call in, tell him what he need to do. But that's okay. Skip, don't worry about it. What y'all gonna do with GOAT? Who y'all got to stop AD? Just tell me that. Who y'all got to stop AD?
Well, name them. I just named 3 players who could stop him.
Y'all ain't never had anybody stop GOAT.
We got the 2 best defensive wings in basketball.
And everybody be crazy.
Yeah.
Watch with Devin Booker. Hold on. Don't y'all got Book? Y'all got Booknam coming up soon. But y'all got Booknam on tomorrow. Watch what Book give you the business.
Book it. We'll win that.
You remember last time I saw y'all against Booker? You remember that game went on y'all? Right in Paul George's eyes. He's like, my eyes.
That was some Tuesday night in January.
No, Skip. That was in the bubble. Jason Tatum gave y'all the business earlier this year. Everybody, hold on. Bradley Beal gave y'all the business this year. James Harden, Kyrie Durant gave y'all the business this year.
Shannon, this year is going to boil down to we got Rondo and you don't got Rondo. That's That's the bottom line to this year. The story has already been told.
Which team got LeBron? I'm taking that team.
I don't know. Do you have LeBron? I don't know what happened to him.
Don't you worry about it. You saw him look at the dress yesterday.
His ankle got turned and he's just gone? I think they said you need a big vacation because you're going to need it.
See,
you're starting to show your age at 36.
I hated this, but I told you what you was going to do. I knew what you were going to do. The moment we beat the brakes off your team, he got the biggest break, just like last year during the pandemic. He got a break because he was playing all those minutes, and he was trying to win the MVP, and he got this break. You're going to do that again. But don't worry about it. You can say all you want to as long as we get that trophy at the end of the year. I don't care what you say. We're going to get another LV
What
case.
happened when, quote-unquote, GOAT was healthy at the beginning of the year? Fresh and healthy, and Playoff P did a number on you guys just the way he's going to do a number in the playoffs.
Okay, Skip. Y'all the two-time opening night champs. Y'all good for that. Y'all got a banner right up under our 17.
Yep.
Two-time opening day champ, Christmas Day champs, and almost champs. Y'all got 2 of those.
We're 2-0 against you already this year.
Okay. We don't care. What were y'all last year against? We don't care nothing about no records, Skip. You know we don't care about that. I kept telling you, LeBron, if I got LeBron, I don't care if it's the 1 seed, the 3 seed, a mustard seed. Watch our planet, watch it grow. We start the 8 seed and grow all the way to the champs.
I know you, and you're scared.
We're going to be the first team to be an 8 seed and win the championship.
Okay.
Has that ever been done, Skip?
Well,
Has that ever been done?
This is going to get fun.
Sweating.
This is going to get more and more fun as the season progresses. I want to talk about this. Is Joel Embiid making another push to win MVP?
Yep.
We've got the highlights from his monster game last night. Don't go anywhere. As he freed himself, Montrezl Harrell ran over to the scuffle to defend his teammate, and Harrell and Anunoby were both eventually ejected for their roles in the incident. So there's a lot there. Shannon, did you agree that they should have been ejected?
Skip, I don't know what OG got upset about. Schroeder grabbed him so he can't extend to get an and one. That's what you're taught to do, Skip. Grab his arms. He hadn't left the floor. Skip, if he had elevated, all bets are off. Don't grab me once I'm up in the air because my momentum and you so small, you're not going to be able to hold me. So I'm going to end up hurting myself and I'm going to be ticked at you. So I might swing on you. He didn't get off the floor. You can look at Schroeder, I got him, trying to hold him up from falling. I don't know why he was scooping. Now, I get Trez running in to protect your players, but that's an automatic ejection, especially once you shove the guy. Now, you remember Rudy Tomjanovich lost his life with that, Skip.
Now you've gone to the absolute worst.
In the 90s, that's what would happen. You ran in there in the 90s, Skip, when they used to fight. You remember how the Knicks in Miami, remember Jeff Van Gundy holding up? No, that was Jeff. Who was holding on to somebody's leg? Jeff Van Gundy was holding on to somebody's leg.
To Alonzo Mourning.
So
just hanging on his leg.
So, Skip, they've cleaned that up. And I think the guys know that's a heavy, heavy fine. That's a major, major suspension. So now we see Skip guys shove a little bit. But you're not supposed to run in. I believe if Trez had run in, grabbed Schroeder, I think he'd have been fine. I do still believe OG was going to get ejected because he scooped Schroeder up off the floor and pretend like, he tried to wipe easier down. But I'm going to agree with Trez because he ran in and he shoved Trent Jr. and he shoved OG. So his ejection was going to happen automatically.
Okay.
But OG shouldn't have reacted the way he did because all Schroeder did was wrap him up so he couldn't get the ball up and get an and one. And he tried to hold him so he wouldn't fall. He's telling the ref, I got him. And he scoops him. So I don't know what he got upset about.
So because you went there about Kermit Washington versus Rudy Tomjanovich, I was covering that game for the LA Times. And in a shock of shocks, I believe that Rudy T was getting into it with Kareem at that point, and Kermit Washington gets a running start, and he was an enforcer in and of himself, and landed a running start punch to the jaw.
Rudy was running up towards him.
Yes, and he caught him flush.
Yeah, he caught him flush,
And they the LA Times sent me to the hospital for the rest of the night, Sentinella Hospital, because it was, quote unquote, death watch. We were afraid he wasn't going to make it.
That's what he said.
He barely made it.
Yes, he said he was leaking spinal fluid.
So that was the worst case of this. Okay, now back to your favorite word, context for this. I remind you that the home team Raptors were already getting, to use your phrase, their doors blown off by the Lakers.
They were,
a team that has not been blowing anybody's doors off. But remember, the Raptors had played the night before at home against Washington, and they had been 19 down in the second half and had stormed back, and they won it on a buzzer-beating three by their newest player, Gary Trent Jr.
Right.
So it was extremely emotional, extremely draining, and they came into the Laker game.
Almost like Gonzaga, huh?
Okay.
They won their game emotionally, and they got their doors blown off.
Except that Gary Trent Jr.'s three was a real three that swished as opposed to banking in. So it wasn't a lucky shot. It was a great shot. But the point is, there's no Kyle Lowry last night.
Right.
There's no Van Fleet last night. So they're way shorthanded with their two best players gone, you could argue.
What about our two best players?
Okay, well, I got it, but they're drained, so they're a little frayed emotionally.